Shalom, shalom. This is a brother Emma coming to you with another lesson. All in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakudash. As always, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to you, Archimate leaders pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. You know, the hope for the elect, may Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai be with you. So I just want to do this brief one on this little article that I found on RT. It says a European king apologizes for slavery. Right? So it says the Dutch monarch Willem Alexander said that the exploitation of people in colonial times was a crime against humanity. See him with his Edomite wife, with his fake war medals and all of that. So it says King Willem Alexander of the Netherlands has marked the 160th anniversary of his country's official abolition of slavery by issuing a historic apology for Dutch involvement in the trade. It says, on this day we remember the Dutch history of slavery, Willem Alexander told a crowd on Saturday at the National Slavery Monument in Amsterdam. I ask for forgiveness. I ask forgiveness for this crime against humanity. You know, it's funny how these Edomites want to start. Well, it's not funny, man, because this is prophecy, is scriptural, man. Now that all of a sudden these Edomites want to start, throwing around their apologies, man, because all the exposure about them, what they really are, is happening. All right. The scriptures talk about truth springing up out of the earth, man, and that's down to the Lord sending his men out there to push this word out, man. That's the vibration that's out there, man. It's condemning these Edomites, man. It says the king noted that Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte had apologized for the country's 250-year role. 250 years, man, in slavery last December. Today I stand before you. Today as your king and as a member of the government, I make this apology myself, and I feel the weight of the words in my heart and my soul. But I don't really mean this, man, because, what is that doing for the descendants of said slavery, man? Nothing. What are these words doing, man? All right? They think Jake is that simple that they can appease us with words, man. That you can repair the damage you've done just by saying sorry. Whereas you've paid off, the nation of Edom has paid off the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese. They paid off their own people, the Amalekites, the so-called JOOs, amongst other people they paid off, they're still paying these Amalekites millions to this day, man, every single year. So the question's always got to be, why is it that they pay these other nations what they're owed, but they don't pay Jake, man? It's because that's also prophecy, man. The difference is the hatred that they have towards us as a people, man. They will never, they can have another 1,000 years and they will never do what's right by us, So it has to be, we have to take it from them. I'm not going to read too much of this because I don't really give a shit about what this guy's got to say about his false apologies, man. They mean nothing. He says Willem Alexander said that racism remains a problem in the Netherlands. Of course it does. He added, however, that times have changed and the chains have truly been broken. Two activist groups held a protest march before the King's speech, proclaiming that there will be no healing without reparations. Right? Rutte said in December that the Dutch government had no plans to pay money to the descendants of slaves. Rather, Amsterdam has established a 200 million fund to address the legacy of slavery, such as funding initiatives to raise awareness on the issue. Yeah, who cares, man? How is that gonna put Israelites in any position of power or authority, or even how is it going to enable them to thrive in this world? It's not, man. They want to do everything but pay us what we're owed, man. But you know what? As men of the law, we don't want their stinking money, man. No, we want their blood, man. Right? We want their blood. We want their backs, right? We want their blood, sweat, and tears. When I say we want their backs, I mean we want our whips across their backs, man. All right. We want to be cracking our whips across their backs. You know, we want their blood, sweat, and tears shed to build us our kingdom, man. All right, they're not going to get away with it just by words. That's what they hope to do, but they're not, man. There's no amount of money that they could pay. You know, it's more than money, man. It's more than just about money. This is about what they did and the recompense that they owe, man. So let's get some scriptures, man. I've got a couple already. First, let me just start here, man. This is Sirach 12 and 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away." Right? So what he's doing is going crouching, man. You know, asking for forgiveness, being humble, please, you know, forgive me, forgive us for what we've done. No, only these simpish sellout jakes want your words, man. You know, any Israelites or any decent understanding that has any pride for themselves as a person would want more than an apology from these people, man. Yeah, it's not right. Now, why should they get away with that, man? And all the time we're still at the bottom of the barrel, man. It says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith." And that's what they did when we was ruling in Europe, man. We allowed them in because that's what Jake's always soft, always trying to get along with the rest of these heathens. Right? And we're meant to be apart from them, man, separate. We're meant to be rolling with these other heathens and these devils, these Edomites, man. Because they're always looking to plot and scheme, man. You know, Psalms 83 tells you that. No, I'll get that in a minute. There's something else I wanted to get first. Name 1 and 2, it says, "Yahweh is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet." Right, so even if all these Jakes out here, all these Israelites, these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, even if you was to accept his, you know, these apologies and these statues and these programs that they want to make for Jake, but they don't want to, you know, put their hands in their pockets and give us the land that they owe and all the riches that they owe, man. Right? Even after all that, man, it doesn't really matter, because it's the Lord that wants his revenge, man. All right? He says, "Vengeance is mine," right? And we want him to take vengeance for us, man, and he's going to. Let's go to Job 20. Job 20:4, it says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? And they are hypocrites, man. Because how can on one hand you say you're sorry? If you're sorry, then show it. Prove it. Pay what you owe, man. Repair. That's what the word reparations is, to repair the wrong that has been done. But you don't want to do that. You just want to, you just want to, talk your talk, man. Talk your, was it? I've got a scripture in my mind. Let me see if I can quickly get it. Yeah. Yeah, let me get to the point. Psalms 55:21 says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. See that? So, them words are smoother than butter, man, but they're really, they're always plotting and scheming, man. All the while he's talking, do you think all he's doing with his people, I'm thinking of more ways to suppress and oppress us, man, as a people. All right? So it's lies, man. Right, back in Job 20, verse 6, it says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Right, so he's gonna, he's gonna be disappearing off the face of this earth quite soon, man, for the wickedness he's done. But here's the point: it says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. His bones are full of sin. So his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but will keep it within his mouth. Yeah, man. That's Esau, man. Just a born liar. It says, though yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of asps within him. It's poison, man. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. So that's the return, man. That's the return. The riches shall be returned. And not only that, you have to build up our riches, man. That's how we're gonna get what we're owed, the true reparations, man. In blood, sweat, and tears. Them building up our kingdom, man. That's how it's gonna go down, and that's how it should go down, man. And here's why. Let's get it in Numbers 35, 33. And this is a law, man. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Right? So it says, defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I the Lord dwell among the children of Israel. So they broke that law, man. That Babylon especially, amongst other places, Spain, Europe, Great Britain, has been defiled, man, with the blood of the saints, man. All right, the blood of the Israelites, and the only way to cleanse that blood is for their blood to be shed, man. That's the only way. There ain't no two ways about it, man. There's no getting out of it. There's no talking your way out of this. Esau, there's no talking your way out of this, man. Death, destruction, and slavery is coming for you, man. Fear, terror of the Lord is all coming for you. It's just a matter of time. It's in Proverbs 16. So Proverbs 6, and 16, it says, "These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him." It says, "A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that serveth discord among brethren." And this is all commandments that we're supposed to, or sins that we're supposed to avoid, I should say. But Esau's done all of this, man. All right, because let's not forget, he's our twin brother, man. Right, he's done us dirty throughout the ages, man. You know, the hands that shed innocent blood, man. A false witness that speaketh lies, that's him. Just a couple more scriptures, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. It's Romans 9, I start at 13. It says, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated." Right? Malachi. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Yahweh forbid. For he said to Moses, "I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion." So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahweh that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, "Even for this same purpose I have raised thee up." Remember, he hardened Pharaoh's heart, man. The Lord did that. The Lord made him do those things, man. But to destroy him as well because of it. It says, "Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth." It says, "Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?" Basically, how can he blame us or blame anyone for the wrongs that they've done if he's made them do those wrongs, man? We're going to find out. It says, "Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?" So the Lord's made them to be the wicked, man. He's made them to be these liars, to be the proud, to be the wicked, to be the the murderers, man, the thieves, the destroyers on this earth. And they're shameless with it, man. Why don't you on your shitty apology, man? Take your apology and stick it where the sun don't shine, man. That's how we feel about that. It says, "What if Yahweh willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory." So, he's made his choice, man. He made that a long time ago. He made it the way it is. He made Esau to be the vessels of destruction, man, the wicked, fitted for destruction, and us for the glory, man. The glory of the kingdom, and the glory of the laws, statutes, and commandments, the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. That's what he's made Israel for. So there ain't there's no escaping the destinies. Not that we want to escape ours, You know, but Esau's finished, man. He's done out here. As we say over here in the UK, he's done out here, man. Meaning he's finished. There's no amount of apologies that's going to get him out of the mess that he's about to get him coming into, man. They haven't got a clue what's coming. They don't know what's about to hit them. Maybe the elites do, the top guys. But the majority of these Edomites haven't got a clue what's coming for them or for us, man. I'm going to get one last chapter. The book of Isaiah, chapter 11. I'll start from the top. It says, "And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots." So it's talking about Yahushua, man. Right? And it says, "And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, and the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears, but with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth." Fairness, man. "And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips, and he shall slacken. Let me read that again. "And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins." See that? So that's how how it's gonna be in the kingdom, man. You know, righteousness, man. That's what we're looking for, because this world, we can't get any righteousness in this world, man. All we hear is apologies from these devils. But when you ask them, are they gonna ever pay what they owe? No, that they can never find a way. They can find a way to fund Israel year on year in, year out, with millions or billions even. They can find a way to do that, right? But they can't find a way to to pay us what they owe us, man. And the funny thing is, if they gave our people what they owed back when they set them free, it would have been a lot easier then. But hey, like we read, man, the potter and the vessel, man. This is all by the design of Yahweh Shem. That's the way it's got to go down, man. Anyway, man, I'm gonna close out on that. Lord willing is edifying. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Bashim Kakudash. These devils are going down, man. It's almost acts of desperation, man. They probably can feel it. They can feel it in the air, man. They can feel their grip is slipping in this world, man. And there's no amount of apologies that's going to stop Yahweh Shai busting through them clouds, man. With those chariots, to put this place in order and to put these devils under his heel, man. All right, with his foot on their necks, man. Anyway, with that, I want to say shalom. Shalom.